Hey guys, Perry here with another patch prep video guide. Today we're looking ahead to patch 7.1, which is coming out in about a week, and we have some prepping to do. Before we get into it, I know it's been a bit since I did one of these, however I still haven't managed to sneak into Square Enix headquarters and steal the declaration of patch dependence, so as usual, everything here is based on previous patch design and behavior. This means that there's always the risk that Square Enix deviates a bit, making some of this prep unnecessary, which means I'm slapping a big ol' no refund sign on this one just like the previous ones. With that said, I haven't crashed this bus yet, so let's get into it. 7.1 is expected to be bringing us new crafter and gatherer left side gear and tools, and will not be giving us any accessories. There will also be new crafter food and new gatherer food that will likely be relevant for stat breakpoints. This new gear will be Dawn Trail's equivalent to Endwalker's Pact Maker gear set, or Shadowbringer's Facet gear set. With this in mind, we have several items on the list to cover. Here's the breakdown. High quality master pre-crafts, these are the tome materials. High quality normal pre-crafts. Aether Sand. Orange script collectibles. And materia. First up are the master pre-crafts. Here's the current list. These are the items we can make right now that need the materials that you can obtain by trading Tomestones of Aesthetics. I'd say a safe number for crafting your own gear is probably 35 to 40 of each of these, with exception to the Miraging Steel Ingot. We'll probably need more of these, around 70 or so, to be safe to craft all the tools. Remember, you'll want high quality only for these. The extra quality will probably be needed to craft the gear. You can find a team craft list in the description, with all the items and my recommended quantities as well. Next up are the normal pre-crafts. Same as the master pre-crafts, you'll want to make all of these high quality. However, the number of these needed is usually pretty low, usually only one per item. Because of this, my recommended quantities are lower overall. For Endwalker, the item needed most was the lumber, despite the tool prevalence. However, the entire set didn't need more than 10 of any of these pre-crafts, so they will only make up a small percentage of our prep overall. The third item on our list is Aether Sand. Aether Sand is a mainstay for crafting prep, and patch 7.1 will likely be no different. Mythalome, Mythbrine, and Mythroot Aether Sand will likely be used in the final gear crafts. This will probably be the only place they're used, however, so you shouldn't need more than 20 or so of each to craft a full set. Sun-Gilt Aether Sand, on the other hand, will likely see significantly more use in the pre-craft items if Square Enix follows Endwalker's formula, so I'd recommend at least 100, if not more, to be safe ahead of time. It'll be hard to have too much of it. Coming in at number 4 on our list is Orange Script Collectibles. In Shadowbringers, it was Sublime Solution, in Endwalker, it was Immutable Solution, and most likely Dawn Trail will introduce a heavily used script item that will be used in everything from pre-crafts to the final gear recipes. You almost can't have too much orange script. Personally, I'll probably fill one of my retainers, 175 items, however it will likely be very profitable to do more. This one's a must-have for prep. The current recommended item is Rarefied Tacos de Carne Asada for script spam, but any will do if you have the materials. Finally, the last item on the list is kind of a no-brainer, but I think it's always important to mention, and it's materia. With new gear comes new melds, and as crafters all know, the melding can be a real pain in the alpaca if you catch my drift. It's hard to say exactly what material we will need without the item substats, but the current crafter and gatherer material will be used for the rest of the X-Pack, so it's hard to have too much. Collect generously. Additionally, Endwalker grade materia is still commonly used in these gear sets, so it's good to stock up on those if you can. Island Sanctuary remains a great source for these. As an alternative option for crafting, if you have oodles of retainer space, you can also hoard extra purple and orange script items to turn in and pick up exactly the material you need once the melds are worked out. And that covers all my recommendations. Again, here's the list breakdown as a quick reference, and you can find the Team Craft link in the video description for you to copy if you're into that. And that about wraps it up. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, consider subscribing. I try to do one of these for every patch where it's applicable, alongside my achievement hunting and other content on this channel. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll get to them as they come. Good luck with prep, and see you next time.